Hello everyone, it's Xander here from Xander's Bricks and welcome in to the 2023 LEGO Collection Tour. I did one of these about a year ago now and the amount of progress that I've made in just 1 year is kind of astounding, so if you want to see the true comparison, make sure to go check out that video. I will of course link it down below. But today, we've got a ton we have to look over, including an in-depth look at the city, some minifigures, and some more little hidden details all around my collection. So let's jump straight into it. The biggest and almost impossible to miss part of my collection is of course my city, Bricktopia, which over the past year I've been lighting up with Game of Bricks light kits, and I have to say that it's made an incredible change to the city. Now, there are so many hidden details that I absolutely love about this city, so I wanted to show you a bit of the things that we changed this year and some of the hidden little details. Now, right now, the city is kind of in shambles as I've got some big changes coming with next year's modular and, of course, the Avengers Tower, which just came out today if you're watching this on Friday. But right now, it's actually pretty good. We've got a lot of progress that we made very recently. We completely changed out this layout since last time, and I have to say, this is probably my favorite layout. Although I'm sure I said that last time. Some of my favorite details in this layout is, of course, my Sig Fig beach, which includes all of my favorite LEGO creator buddies that have just been collected over the year or so now, and I'm just so happy to have those people as part of my community, so much so that they sent me over their custom minifig. Now, of course, if we go further down, we're gonna see two of my favorite custom builds of all time, my McDonald's and my Culvers, which aren't complete yet, but they're getting there. Those have to be some of my favorite parts of Bricktopia, and they're truly a statement piece as nobody else quite has something like this. Now, some things are so much in the works that I haven't even shown it on the channel yet, including our mountain, this brand new area here, and so much more, which we will dive into in the next episode of the Ultimate LEGO City Rebuild. But this is, of course, my city. I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy that so many of my ideas and even your guys' ideas have come to life in Bricktopia. It has just been quite a journey for this one. But this video is not a LEGO City tour. I don't want to show you an in-depth look of everything that's in my city. I want to show you all of the other things, including sets up on my wall here, some minifigures, and so much more that I've done in this past year that has made an absolute change of my layout. But before we do that, let's get a word from our sponsor. Today's video sponsor is the Brick Chest. The Brick Chest is your one-stop shop for all sorts of LEGO merch and nerdy attire. Whether it's classic LEGO Space or the new age LEGO Spider-Man sets, the Brick Chest has you covered. And right now, you can score 5% off. Just use code Xander_Bricks to score 5% off on all sorts of attire, including the stuff you're seeing right here. They have to be the perfect gift for all the LEGO lovers in your life. Tap the link down below or search the Brick Chest on any of your search apps. But don't forget to use Xander_Bricks to save big. Huge shout out to them once again. I've been rocking this hat for quite a while now. I'm absolutely in love with it, so I couldn't have been wearing this without you guys. Now, the next part of my collection is, of course, my wall of minifigures, which was just added just a few months ago. Definitely didn't have this last year. It includes some of my most iconic minifigures, including Batman, all the DC characters, some Star Wars characters, even Indiana Jones. I've kind of just been trying to finish collections as I go in here, and it's not fully complete yet, but it does have quite a few spaces filled in. There's maybe like 10 or less spaces that aren't filled in, so this is over 150 minifigures, and wow, that is a lot of minifigures in one space. This is definitely a statement piece in my collection, and I have to say, whenever someone walks into my room, you know, they look at the city and then they go, oh my goodness, that's awesome. And that's just something I've always wanted in my collection. And this achieved it way too well. Now, many of you guys have seen it in my videos, this wall of shells and these boxes up here, but some of you still don't know the story of what's going on back here. And if you aren't a huge LEGO fan, this would probably go right past your eyes, but this is all 3 waves of the awesome theme hidden side, which are also some of those boxes up there on the wall. Although the theme was ultimately a fail, in my eyes, this was one of the most unique themes we have ever gotten, which made me go out of my way to collect the entirety of it. All 3 waves, all gift with purchases, and every single minifigure that they had for this series is collected right behind me, including all the waves on these shelves, the shelves up there, and the wooden shelves here, and even some up here. And in that shadow box right there, that's also some of the minifigures. So it's a huge collection of that theme, and it's one of my proudest achievements considering I have not collected any theme fully like I have with Hidden Side. I have gotten close with like modulars and whatnot, but not nearly as close as 100%. And this is also the only theme that I have saved every single box that I've gotten. Most of the boxes will just disappear after a while, but these ones I've saved, including the ones that are up on the wall, those are just some of my favorites. Also on this shelf, we have a maxi fig of a store display minifigure, which is worth somewhere around $400, I believe. I got him for 20 bucks, so it's definitely one of my proudest buys there. And the priceless Xander's Bricks maxi fig, which is right here, all removable parts to change out with his hat and whatnot and take his mug out. Nobody else has this one, so he's definitely priceless and one of my favorite parts of my collection. But if we move slightly further down, we will see the Darksaber, which is one of my favorite things I have in my collection. It is so massive, so cool. This one is from Bricker Builds, which of course, I have a partnership with them. So if you want to score a deal on that as well, you can do so, a link down below. We also have a few more things up on this wall, including the iconic Lego Creator glasses, which I have kind of tricked out to look like my King Lego attire, along with a Darth Vader alarm clock and some more promo items up there, along with some brick separators. But all of this behind me, you guys see in almost every reel, every video, pretty much anytime you see my content, you see what's behind me. So this isn't news to you guys, but if I spin the camera this way, you get a whole new perspective. A lot of doors, but also a lot more Legos. So let's take a look at what's above me and right next to me. First up, we have this awesome mural of my dog, which was an absolute blast to build. Of course, once again, this one is from Memo Bricks, which you can score a deal on theirs as well, link down below. But if we zoom out and look up, this is something a lot of you guys have wanted, Star Wars. I cannot avoid it in my comments, and I decided it was about time to bite the bullet and put some Star Wars sets up on my wall. So of course we have some of my first ever sets, including this X-Wing here, this Plo Koon ship here, and this TIE Fighter along with General Grievous. This one is a newer one. This one also one of my first ones, but these two I didn't actually own. I got them from hauls, so I still have a few more spaces I gotta fill in. I swear I'm working on it, but for now I'm so happy to finally have some more Star Wars stuff apart from the minifigures now in my collection. And even though you guys probably don't see it in every video, it is cool to have it in this space. This is another angle you guys probably don't see very often. This is actually kind of where I live my life. This is just half of the room, which includes my Lego stuff. So behind me is another pride possession of mine, which includes the Lego Batman movie poster and the Lego Movie 2 poster. Of course, I would love to change these out for like the Lego Movie or the Lego Ninjago movie. I just don't own those ones yet. So maybe someday I will have more, but having these two movie posters in my room is something truly awesome for me because I just love those Lego movies. The Lego movies are a lot of fun and I've always enjoyed them. And I still think to this day that the Lego Batman movie has kind of created Batman a lot better than other movies have. So let me know in the comments if you agree with that. There's no great way to show this area, but this is just some of my minifigures I've banished over to a bookshelf on the other side of the room. This is just a way better way to store my minifigures than I currently was, so I switched it out for this one. It's a little janky. I hope someday I will be able to fix it, but for now, this is how they look. If we go down a shelf, we see some buildable figures along with an old pizza set, and actually my first ever set, which was that police station, still together, not fully perfect, but still together, along with a few other sets. But yeah, this is just kind of like the bookshelf of Lego that I don't really get to show, so it is cool to finally get to show you guys some of the minifigures, some of the sets, and things like that. And now we're on the floor, which we don't usually get to do in videos, but behind me is another thing you guys probably don't see very often. This is just the start of my organization process. Now right here, you see all of my Lego bricks sorted out by color, which I've been doing for years and years and years. But I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having to look for that one specific piece or that one specific tile or that one specific, you know, whatever. It's difficult to do that in just colored sorting, and it makes building mocks like Culver's or McDonald's extremely difficult. So I decided I needed to switch it up, and we started the organization process, which actually today, which I obviously can't show it because they don't do same-day delivery for Black Friday, I did actually order another organizer. So we have upgraded to 2 organizers now, which means it's not, you know, nearly done, but it is a great start, and hopefully when I get a larger space for my Lego collection, this will make that journey so much easier. The last and final area that I usually glaze over is the stack of shame, which includes, you know, some more minifigures, some more vehicles, things like that, but also some unbuilt sets, including road plates, dots, speed champions, city, and more, along with some poly bags and whatnot. But this is kind of just the pile that builds up over time until I eventually decide what I'm going to do with it. That includes the sets. Some of them aren't going to make it more than another year. Some of them, they might never even get into the city. So this is what I consider my pile of shame, because it's just something I haven't figured out yet. I don't quite know what I want to do with it yet. But you know what? They'll get built. The sets will get built. The vehicles will probably end up being broken down or used for something great. And, you know, minifigures and whatnot, what happens to them is what happens. That's my Lego room. That's my Lego collection. That's my 2023 review of my Lego room. A lot has changed, and a lot has improved. A lot has disappeared, and a lot has been added. It's just kind of the cycle that happens with Lego spaces, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's so many things I'm excited for the end of this year and into 2024, including things like new modulars, some awesome new products that I'll be able to put up on the wall, and just some more sets that I'll be able to add to the collection. There's so many things I'm excited to do and excited to change in my Lego space coming into this next year, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. But I want to give a huge thank you to each and every one of you who has been patient with me during this time. Life's been tricky, but I've been trying to make this content thing work with all of you as well. So thank you all to you who voted for this video. I know I gave a poll out there a little while ago, and I was like, hey, what do you guys want me to do for this week's video? And you guys voted on this, and I couldn't have been any happier to show off my incredible collection. I'm so proud of it. It's thousands of dollars worth at this point, and it is just, it makes me so happy to be able to share it with you guys constantly. Perhaps we'll make this an every year sort of deal. But this is where I'm gonna round it out right now. Thank you all for joining me so much. And once again, if you wanted to score a deal on all of that Brick Chest merch, you can do so by hitting the link down below. I've got all sorts of store deals, not just the Brick Chest, but check out the Brick Chest for sure. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'll catch you next time right here on Xander's Bricks.